After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 128. It is November 11th, 2014, and it's about 3:45, I think.
Yes, just about.
And if you notice a different lighting, it's a little harsh, I think, with that bright light, but at least it's not going to be washed out. My husband put a nice light that he generously lent us for this purpose.
Yeah, it's a stopgap until
until we get lights.
Yes.
For Christmas, hopefully. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. I am doing the old-fashioned way because our internet is being cranky and it wouldn't send my notes to my Kindle. So
mine barely sent notes to my Kindle.
So we want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We want to thank you for joining us.
We want to ask what's in your mug.
Yes, what's in your mug? I don't have a mug today.
I have my I'd Rather Be Knitting mug. And I have in it, sorry for my reach, my Heath and Heather Wild Black Currant. And it claims to be invigorating.
It is a good tea. I used to love that.
And it's just not. Ha!
There we go. I have water. Yes, I have water. Okay.
We go.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. I'm not going to get through these welcomes.
But you didn't say who you were first. I don't think we introduced ourselves.
I know this.
But I'm not sure if they want to be welcomed by someone they don't know who they are. My name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry, Plurk, and just about everywhere else. Oh, Instagram. I'm not on Plurk really anymore.
I'm Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico on Ravelry and on Instagram. I'm not on Plurk very much anymore. On my writer's sites, you can find me as Marlisha or as Shadowlight or Shadowlight1. Going back to the welcomes, I want to welcome all our new and returning viewers. We know that you have a lot of demands on your time, so we're glad to have you with us. We want to take a moment to especially welcome the new members of the group who have officially joined. I think it's AKA, actually I think
we did her last time, AKA
we did,
Harley Mama.
Sandy, we did. I think what I had was a note to make sure that I sent her a personal message, and I did, and I forgot to take it off. We want to welcome Sandy anyway.
I think I might have a private message from her that I need to respond to.
You probably do. We have Knit and Crazy, who is Luann. Welcome, Luann. I'm not sure if this is Vicholetta or Vicoletta, but it's Vicky. Welcome, Vicky. Lucy LW, who is Lucy. Mr. Chicken, who is Scott. I love that name. It's so funny. And he has a couple of toys available, I believe, on Ravelry. And then we have JDGIS, who is Jody. So welcome, everybody. We're glad to have you with us, newcomers and oldcomers. And if you're still lurking in the shadows or if you're new and you haven't joined, please feel free to do so. We'd love to have you with us. I'm having a little bit of issues with my throat, so please bear with me if I am not loud enough or if I have to stop and start. The Pen, Hook, and Needles Toy-Along is going strong. There are so many toys. I'm so excited about them. Some of them are really inventive.
I'm very much behind.
Not Victoria. Maureen, who had done the lion, has now done a tiger as well.
Her name is Victoria or something, though.
It's Victorian Studio.
Oh, that's what it is.
And her name is Maureen.
Oh.
And she made a tiger. So she had the lion and the tiger, and she's going to make a bear. So all I could say is lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my. So it's really nice. All the toys are fantastic. And please don't forget to put your whips. The toy-along, and I'll get to how many whips and all that. You guys know this by heart anyway. But the cowl runs from October 1st.
Not the cowl. The cowl.
Cowl. This is all Nikki's fault.
You knock my tea, you're in trouble.
The cowl runs from October 1st through December 31st. All toys must be started, must be knitted or crocheted. They must be started by no earlier than October 1st, and they do not have to be finished by December 31st. We do accept WIPs. 1 WIP per project per week. The finished object can be whenever you finish it. So if you have a WIP and then you finish that project the same week, you can put them in at the same time. We are co-hosting this with the lovely Bakery Bears, Dan and Kay.
Yes, Dan is very lovely.
Dan is yes, well he's healed and
he's lovely.
Lovely. Yes. Hi Dan. Hi Kay. They are co-hosting with us. You can double dip there as long as you're part of the group. So please go and check them out if you haven't already. They're fantastic. They have a really wonderful first podcast back from after Dan's.
And he promised me when I posted on Instagram about my medieval English Great Courses class. He promised me an interesting out and about coming up.
Oh, cool.
So he promised. Dan, you promised.
Promises. You know what happens when you break
promised.
promises. You promise. She'll cry if you don't keep your promise.
So.
Okay. Your toys, we don't care what you use them for. We just want to see them. You know, send them to Turbo Knitter, send them to Toys for Tots, keep them for yourselves, gifts, whatever. We just want to see them because we want to be enabled.
Indeed. That's really the only.
You can double dip wherever, wherever you want to double dip, triple dip, whatever you want, as long as it's okay in their group.
Dip?
Yep. Let's see. Okay, please tag your projects, PHN BB Toy 2014 on Ravelry, or PHN BB Toy 2014 with the hashtag in front of it for Instagram. And we gave you some designers on the Rav site. I'm not going to go over them all.
Yes, I am trying to put in the show notes not only links to people that we talk about, but I'm also trying to put links to the toy designers, their shops, and also to our frequent bag designers, because people have asked, one of our most frequent questions is where do we get our bags?
Where do we get our bags, yes.
So I have added that to the show notes. So that'll be a continual link on there. You can go directly to the shop.
Right. And one of our favorite bags is on a semi-hiatus right now. Cloverbird is on a semi-hiatus at the moment.
And so is Denise.
And so is Denise. So 2 out of 3 of them are on a kind of mini hiatus, but they will be back. Lois is still working.
Yeah, she has some Christmas ones up.
Oh, okay, now. Cool.
Because I was looking for some for a certain person.
Yes,
for Christmas.
We want to thank all of our donors for their donors for their generous donations to our prize pot. We have Marigold Jen, who donated a skein of a sock weight yarn in the Fire Spreader colorway. It's gorgeous. Karen Fay, who donated a skein of Verdant Griffin yarn in the Bugga base in the Blue Mountain colorway. Maria Wilhelmina, who was Marriott, who donated a skein of Mama Llama yarn, 350 yards.
I was hearing Mama Mia at first.
Llama. Bella Socks, Aileen, who donated 2 skeins of Malabrigo lace weight with red. Stop. 10 hours or less, who is George, who has donated 3 of his patterns.
Our very own George.
Yes, to each of 3 winners. And he has I don't know if I mentioned, no, he just has a new shawl out, another one. It's awesome. I can't wait.
He's constantly coming out with new things.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. We have 1 skein of No Maker's Fingering Sock Yarn in the Sparkle Gnome base in the To Be Jolly colorway available, and 1 Ploverbird bag, small sock yarn in the, I think it's called Stacking Dolls. I'm not going to show them to you. We're not going to show them to you because we showed them to you last week. But there's a lot available, so keep those toys coming. Before we get any further, we noticed that one of our members has a birthday.
Yes,
so, Brittany.
I noticed via the all-knowing Facebook.
Yes, the all-seeing Facebook.
So happy birthday, Brittany.
Happy birthday, Brittany.
Facebook tattled on you.
Yes. So many happy returns. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
And I'm not sure if her daughter has the same birthday because I think Facebook said something like that.
Oh, did it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't see it. So, okay. So how many WIPs do you have? How many rough drafts do you have?
Well, before we do that, it's Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day to
Happy
all
Veterans
our
Day.
veterans.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you very much. For those who are not in the U.S., this is our Veterans Day where we honor our military. So we want to thank all of them. active duty and retired, for the service they've given, and their families for the service they've given. Thank you very much.
Okay, so on to whips. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 3.
Okay, so
I think I have 3.
I'll do 2 together at the beginning and 2 together at the end.
Yeah. Oh wait, I have 3.
Are you sure?
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Are you sure? You're sure?
Mhm.
Okay. Alrighty. So the first one on which I shall speak.
You sound like you're giving a lecture.
Yes, exactly. It's all those great courses that
They don't want to.
Oh my gosh, Mom! The new great courses, the one in medieval England, is awesome. The teacher, she teaches at Catholic University.
Oh, cool.
And she covers not only like the normal historical, like, oh yeah, this is what caused people to do what they're doing, but she also covers like the religious influence,
Well, that's cool.
which sometimes gets missed. But anyway,
Provided it's done the right way.
yes, she's really awesome. Anyway, that you mentioning lectures made me think of that. First one I'm going to speak on is the Scrap Log Cabin Blanket, which is out of my own head based on what I assume a Scrap Log Cabin Blanket design looks like. I've never looked at a pattern for it.
Is that your last Zuzus?
This one, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, describe the last Zuzus.
Well, the blue one.
Yeah. In which case, yes, it is. But there is no last Zuzus. There's still, always a
Well,
Zuzus.
last means the last one done.
No, there was another one done after that.
Go ahead.
So, this is based on what I think a log cabin blanket is worked out to be. I'm using different DK to bulky yarns. I'm sorry. From my stash from projects that I've already worked. So, it is growing.
Oh, it looks nice.
I think when we last spoke, I was working this red one from the Red Zuzus. Actually, the Red Zuzus was the more recent one.
You said the blue one was the last one, so.
Yeah. And now I'm doing the blue and black one, which I consider the Nightwing one, because when you see it in the Zuzus, it has this black V.
Very Nightwing.
Which makes me think of Nightwing. I mean, example. There. So.
That is your geek moment.
One geek moment? Seriously?
Seriously. I can't believe I did that.
I can't believe you did that either. What'd you do?
I think I left out a V here.
While we're speaking of V's. So, I am thoroughly enjoying this project. It's gotten to the point where when I'm cold, even when I'm not working on it, I'll pull it out of the bag and just lay it across my lap. Because it is at that awesome state.
And I think yours is bigger than mine now because I haven't worked on mine for a while.
So this is going to be a nice, happy blanket when it's done. So yeah, that's this one. And I have to show one more. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry, I've developed fall allergies, I think.
We have some very bad, we're having a very bad allergy season this year.
Like, last year's the first year I really had to worry about spring allergies. This year I've had both of the spring and fall allergies, so it's really annoying. Anyway. The next one upon which I will speak is Springtime, which is the Diana's Hat pattern by Joanna Johnson. Oh, sorry.
Yes, you can.
I'm using Cyborg Craftsroom, a Socklate in the Without Borders colorway, and I'm making it for Davina.
I need to try that yarn.
I am in the decreases.
You keep hitting me.
I'm sorry.
Oval
You're too
head?
close.
Well, if I want to be in the picture, I kind of have to be.
It's all about me.
Yes, I know.
So, I'm starting the decreases, although you can barely tell right now. What?
I just heard Davina in my head. It's the Davina and Talia
Movie.
show.
No, she was, it's a Davina and Talia movie. You gotta get it right.
No, but she also said that too.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't remember that. You must not got that one on tape.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, there we go. Now it's focusing. It's fun to work in. Definitely not my colors. Definitely Davina's. But I know she's looking forward to having this hat. And Mom's looking forward to her having this hat because I'm supposed to be casting on Mom's dragonfly hat.
I'll believe that when I see it.
You see no appreciation, just skepticism.
Appreciation for what?
No appreciation whatsoever.
What have you done for me lately?
Wow. Do you hear this? Never mind that, I made you things.
I made you things.
No appreciation.
No
I'm going to sip
appreciation.
my tea.
Okay.
It's your turn
My turn.
anyway.
Okay, my first project is well, let me get to where I'm at. Oh, what I'm working on. Okay. This is my Belle of the Ball shawl, kind of a stole type of shawl, and I just kind of elongated the Cerebelle because I wanted something kind of mindless to work. And it's working out really pretty in this color. This is the Malabrigo yarn, the sock yarn in the Carabino colorway. I'm using an H hook with it. It's by Sarah Sweetheart, the pattern, not the hook. And the colors are turning out nice with that light. You can see. It's very kind of sea breezy.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And I really like it. It's working out fast. It's soft, and the colors are gorgeous. I've had these colors for over 2 years.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, I think I bought it the same time the first time we went to first or second time we went to Never Enough Yarn.
Oh.
And it's been in my stash forever. So I started a couple projects with it, pulled them out because I didn't like them. So
Deep stash.
deep stash diving. So I'm enjoying this a lot, and I'm hoping that I'll make some serious progress on it this week.
Okay. I guess it's my turn again.
Yeah.
My hair is just driving me nuts.
You said you had 5 projects or 4?
5.
Okay.
I guess next will be...
Look, Denise, I got my hair trimmed so my bangs aren't in my face
I got
anymore.
mine trimmed, but mine's drying weirdly. So I have like one side is like all curl, and the other side is flat.
Denise and I have this running conversation about our hair. Denise, you need to make yourself a headband so you don't have to worry about your glasses. You knit one for yourself.
Well, then there's someone like me who, when I use a headband, I look like an Afghan hound.
But she won't. She won't. Her hair is not as curly.
True. Although she curled it last time.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
Anyway,
she reminded me of those commercials, like I forget what shampoo commercials, where they just kind of.
Where did my this is Noelle Selena the Cat pattern by me. And I'm using Knit Picks Brava Sport in the colorways white, black, grass, and cotton candy. So I'm getting to the point where's my example cat? Okay. Echo. So, you see, one side's designed to curl and dry, and the other side is like, hi, I'm going to be flat. Anyway. So here's, those of you who are familiar with my pattern know that this part is one piece. That's where I'm headed into. I've just finished with, I'm just finished with the neck, and I'm about to go into the body. So, demonstration over. Thank you, Echo. So that's where I'm going, into the body. She's looking cute.
Yes, she is. With big green eyes.
And her little head.
She's an anime.
So, I'm enjoying working her. I can't work her when it's dark, though.
Well, black is hard to work in the dark.
What were we watching? It was War Wagon.
All right.
And I actually had to take back a couple rows because I made a mistake. And because I just couldn't see.
It's very difficult to see black in the best of lights, and then it's got small stitches and low light in our house. It's very hard to see what you're doing. Okay, my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay, let me just finish this stitch here. All right, my next one is my Grand Dream shawl project from the side. It's a sideways pebble shawl. I don't know if I'm going to be continuing with this or not. It depends. Let's see, where is it? It's in my. Oh, well, first of all, my other one was in my Knit Is My Bag peacock bag. Okay, my other shawl. This shawl is in my Knit Is My Bag owl bag. And I just started this today, and the pattern is the Sideways Pebble Shawl by Ala Sasha. I like the way it's working up. This is Miss Babs Yowza Skein in the Grand Dreams colorway. Grand Dreams, and there. I'm going to take the skein out. This is what it looks like. Oh, the colors are nice.
Yes, they are.
Okay. And this is how far I got. I'm on row 10, and I've stopped there because I need to have Taya look at it and see if I'm reading it wrong.
Oh, this is the first I've heard of it.
Well, this is the first I've done it. I like it, but I think this designer, it may just be me being me with patterns, but it seems to me maybe she's more predominantly a chart person, and
Do you have a chart there?
yes, and so I'm not understanding what she's saying on this particular row. She doesn't give a lot of detail, so you kind of have to guess, or I have to guess.
Did you look at the chart?
Yeah, but it didn't seem to be matching up to me. It didn't seem to be matching up with what she was saying.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's just me not understanding the chart, which is entirely possible, or if she doesn't put as much detail as I'm used to having. The pattern itself, I like it. I like the way it works up, and once I figure it out, I think it'll be fine. And I did read in some of the other notes that some of the people had a little bit of difficulty at the beginning. Not many, just one or two. But it'll determine whether or not I finish this, how much difficulty I have with it. I'll just do something else. I like it very much, though. I like the way it's going to show up. End up. It's kind of a sideways shawl that you start. It's asymmetrical. It doesn't do the normal sideways where you kind of go like this and then you go like that. It just goes out, so you can keep going as long as you want and not worry about. You just stop when your last row is. So I really like it. I think it'll be fun. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or give it away if it gets finished, but I like it a lot.
So I guess it's me again.
You have two this time, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So, I guess that the first one will be Fairy Petals, which is Zuzu's Petals pattern by Karina Spencer. I told you I always had a Zuzu's going.
Mm-hmm.
Using Undead yarn, Frankenstein base, and the colorway Faye self-striping for Davina.
You have a Zuzu's and I have a Sorabelle.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shock there.
Mm-mm.
So, I am very close, I think, to... Why am I tangled? There we go. I'm very close, I think, to finishing this. Davina's very happy with the way it's turning out. It's thick and thin and unplied, which is a new thing for me. I love the way it's dyed up. I think I would be more likely to go with a base that's plied next time. So I think that I might go with her Sport or her DK. Just because
Heidi does a great job.
Oh, Heidi does an amazing
with
job.
The color. This is almost felted.
And there's things that's good for, just not necessarily for the lace.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it'd be great for a scarf or a cable, even a cable or something. It might be.
But even so, it's still showing up very nicely. It's just not my preference for laces because I've noticed at points where it looks really thin. I've been scared that it'll snap. It never has. It's very solid.
Yeah.
It scared me a couple of times. But I love the way the yarn's dyed up, and I will be buying yarn from her again. I just will probably do different weights.
Right.
Just because I'm not a fan of single ply. I never have been. I think I've only worked one other project single ply.
Right.
And that's just personal preference.
I can't remember if I have or not. I don't know.
I think the other single ply I worked was a fingering weight project.
Oh, I think that your scarf was a single ply.
Yes, I think you're right. Because
Yeah.
this made me think actually of what you were talking
My
about with that
Malabrigo.
snake scarf.
Yeah, the Malabrigo.
So,
and I love Malabrigo.
so if you like Malabrigo, you will like the way this works.
Malabrigo worsted.
Malabrigo worsted, because
Yeah.
this is a very similar consistency to Malabrigo worsted. So it's very soft, very soft.
Because it's nothing like this Malabrigo that I'm working.
Yeah, it's very, very soft. And it's beautiful. She's gonna thoroughly enjoy this.
Oh yeah. Because it's what she likes.
And the lace is showing up a lot better than I thought it would. I was a little worried with thick and thin it wouldn't show up, but it's showing up beautifully. So I think it'll keep her nice and warm and she'll enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And I'm still stalking her shop for the day that she eventually gets poisoned.
Well, I want her to get gargoyle in. She said that it might be after her this next show that she's doing. Because I like the gargoyle. That's pretty.
It is pretty.
Yeah. I think it'll make a nice pair of mitts. Or something. Next.
Next is
Moving right along.
in the llama bag. You haven't seen this bag in a while.
Creepy llama bag.
Cute llamas. How can you say creepy to that smiling little face?
It's not that smiling little face that I'm thinking is creepy. There's another one that's kind of creepy.
Which one?
I don't know. I can't remember.
There's only like two expressions. There's that smiling face and then there's this smiling face. And that one's not creepy either. So, this is the Fisherman's Cardigan. It's a Sarah pattern by Jennifer Hagen. And I'm using Barocco Comfort Chunky in the barley colorway. I'm making cut.
I'm gonna be careful. Oh, you worked on that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So, I love how this is working out.
Ooh, that looks nice. Look at the definition that we have light.
This here is the back panel.
That's awfully pretty.
And then it works its way around to the front. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I usually only work, when I do work on this, like 2 to 4, 6 at the most, rows at a time, because there's multiple charts in one row. But I absolutely love how this is turning out. Where's my center? There. Especially this center. This little thing in the back. So I'm enjoying this pattern, and I look forward to when I actually own the sweater. Definitely not your I'm watching TV
No.
knitting.
How many
bag.
charts on that?
Well, 3 when I am working on the main body. Each sleeve has its own chart as well. So,
Okay.
a total of 5 charts, just not all in one row. 3 in one row. So, thoroughly enjoyable pattern, but not a mindless knit.
Right. Okay, let me just finish this here.
A little reminiscent of working actually this sweater here at the Vivian, which was another one with multiple.
Multiple charts for each row.
Mm-hmm.
That would drive me crazy.
The difference is, though, that this one had shaping on top of it. I don't think my current sweater has much in the way of shaping.
Oh, okay. Let me put this down here. My last project that I'm working on, and actually, let me tell you, I was not working, I didn't have but one project in WIPs until a couple days ago, because I was pretty monogamous. This is my next project. It is the Stormy Weather hand warmers, and it's the from the Crochet hand warmers in shell stitch for a lady by Elena Chen. I'm using a 3.5 millimeter E-hook and Cascade Yarns Heritage Paints in the Thunder colorway. This is the yarn, you might recognize it from the shawl I was working, or the scarf. And whether or not this gets finished probably depends on if I have enough yarn, because I'm not sure how much yarn is in here. So we'll see if I have enough. If I don't have enough, I will rip it back and start the pattern in a different color, maybe in this, since I have 3 skeins of this. But I'm enjoying this. It's a little fiddly to start, but it seems, I've only done 2 or 3 rows. It seems fairly intuitive, so I'm looking forward to finishing this. It's done flat, and you seam it
Oh, I could have saved my last one for after this one.
like that. What?
I didn't have to do both of my projects at one time like that. You had one more.
Oh, this is my last one?
Yeah, I could have gone after that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right. I wasn't sure why you said two, but whatever. So yeah, and the color, I bet you can see the color now better. You can see that there's variations in this. Yeah, that's showing up nice. It doesn't look as black or whatever it was when I showed it last week. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's moving fairly quickly. Oh, I forgot to put my... Did I take this out?
Take what out?
I usually have a stitch marker holding my stitch. Put this in, I don't want to lose my stitch. Hold on just a second, excuse me while I'm being unorganized. There, okay. Okay, that is it, and it's living in my Knitting's My Bag. Oh, all my bags are Knitting's My Bag this time. My little sock, Knitting's My Bag. Faith, Hope, and Love. And all of them are blue. What a surprise. Okay.
Alright, so
So, do you have any FOs or any more whips?
I have 2 FOs.
Okay, then you go first.
Okay, so
Are on the bookshelf.
I finished
Excuse me.
What a Feeling, the Irish hiking wrist
Oh, I didn't
warmers
realize you finished them. That's good.
by Delia Chalakian. And colorway is Flash Dance. So
Yeah.
now that last week you didn't get to see the color very well. Now
It
you
looked
can.
black last week. This time it looks purple,
So
which is what it is. It's pretty true to color.
and this thing stretches nicely as well. It's the cables that make it able to really stretch. So
Very nice. And that was pretty quick.
oh yeah, these always work up really quickly. And it gave me another yarn for my
Oh, is that
scrap
the same?
blanket.
Is that the same one as you made for me that one time?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is my go-to.
Well, she made it for her, but it irritated her skin, so she gave it to me. I get hand-me-ups.
So there we go. These will be on their way to the recipient eventually.
When the time comes.
Yes.
Okay. My FO. I finished my stormy weather project here from the Beatrix Potter scarf stole. I think I'm going to gently block it. I don't have the end. I didn't realize I didn't have the ends woven in, I guess. But this is, it's very sheer almost. And it's quite long. If I do block it, it will be very gently just to make sure that they're even in width all the way around. Well, that's nice. I haven't seen it on at all. That's really pretty. This is for a gift. And we'll go to that recipient when the time comes. Oh, I like that. So yeah, it was very quick to work up once I got a hold of, hang of the repeat. I didn't really have to think about it. I just had to make sure I didn't do the Surabel instead on this, because it's not that it's similar, but it's like half of it. You'll have to stitch. And it looks like it's very lightweight, but I think it's fairly warm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hot, but it's nice if you're going to be in an office with air conditioning, or if you have to,
Yeah,
run
we get
outside real
cold,
quick,
yeah.
And it'd be very nice under a coat or something. There, and it didn't really take me that long to do this. I was really happy with it, and this is what I've been working on. And you can see that the color is.
Oh, there. Now that shows up nicely.
It's very pretty. There, it's focusing. Sorry about my voice. Okay, and that's my last. Excuse me, FO bookshelf, and this is in my Denise owl bag. Christmas baby owl, owl, and candy canes and candy canes, stockings and stuff.
So my second FO, I finished the Buttercups in the Grass, the Zuzu's Petals for Davina's Christmas present.
I think I heard her walking around, so
That's why I'm trying to keep it down.
look how bright that is.
So it still needs to be blocked. I need to have a Zuzu's Petals blocking party. But
Oh, that looks nice.
definitely not my colors, but totally hers. Sorry. Totally not my colors. But she will thoroughly enjoy this.
And she can pull it off.
Her coloring is a lot more the springy coloring. And it's all yellowy and green, and it was very fun to work. And this was Marigold Jen.
One
One
of our
and the
one of our
color is
donors.
Cray Cray.
I don't know what cray cray is.
I don't either,
I have to ask her.
because it's not that crazy. It makes me think of like buttercups in the grass.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me. That's all I have for that.
FO. Okay, edits. I guess that brings us to stash enhancements.
Yes. You have more than I do.
You have, how many do you have? I do too.
You have 2 skeins.
But they're the same.
You go first.
I
went
guess
first
they aren't
last.
really skinned. They aren't really the same. But I can do them the same. We went down to the shop at the bottom of the hill. Yes. But we were good. We didn't buy a whole lot.
No, we didn't.
I picked up 2 skeins of yarn. This one is Araucania natural wool. I have no idea what the colorway is. It has, it's 100% wool and 240 yards. Wow, that's pretty good for this. Okay, 240 yards. And I don't know if you can see some of the yeah, you can see some of it on this side. You can see a little bit of the brighter blue up on the top. It's got a little bit of tonality to it. Not a whole lot, but some. And then I picked up the Araucania Natural Wool Chunky. I think they're close enough I might be able to use them together, because this one is only 121 or 131?
131.
131 yards for this. And I think they're close enough that I can use these together for maybe a pair of mitts or something, or a hat, and something like that. So that was what I got. And they're all wool.
What I picked up from the bottom of the hill was the same brand, the Araucania, the Nature Wool.
It's a gorgeous color.
And this, it's again the 240 yards. I love this color. This is it's
very
a
pretty.
burnt orange.
That's about the only orange I like, is the burnt orange.
It's actually looking more washed out on screen.
Yes, it is.
It's prettier than what it's showing. Well, that's a little better.
Pull it back a little, see if it shows.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. But still not quite as gorgeous as it is in reality. So, yes, it's actually prettier than what it looks like. It's this lovely burnt orange, and it was the only skein of its kind. So I picked it up.
So we didn't do a whole bunch of damage this time. I think they were, what, $2 a skein?
Something like that.
Excuse me, I'm sorry if you have earbuds. Okay. On to autobiography.
I didn't do any writing.
I did 2 critiques for my Writers Village group and about 230 words for the shared story. I have been a little under the weather the last week, so I haven't felt like focusing. But we're both reading Sword of Shannara.
Oh, it's not. It's Elfstone's.
Elfstone, yeah. What
and I know someone else has started reading The Sword.
yeah, that was either Brittany or Allison. No, Allison, was it?
I can't remember.
I think it was
I'm
Allison.
not caught up on my notes.
I think it was
completely.
Allison, who is started up on Sword of Shannara.
Which is awesome.
Which is awesome.
But I have pulled a little bit past you.
What chapter are you on now?
Okay.
Roughly.
I am on. Because I did some reading when you were in the doctor's office.
I did some reading last night, but
Chapter 23.
What's the start of 23?
It was Midnight when Crispin.
That's where I'm at. I just started right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm within that chapter.
So we're pretty close on where we're at. Don't you bookmark where you're at?
Yeah, I did find it.
Oh, okay. All I have to do is touch the corner and it bookmarks it.
Well, I was past where I was. It was already bookmarked, but I had to go and find my bookmark.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's all for me.
Sorry.
I was doing Great Course. If you heard a little bit about that. So.
Right, right. And there was something I thought I wanted to say, and I don't. Oh, we set the wheels in motion for
Yes.
something we want to do in the near future after Thanksgiving. And we'll tell you about that when the time comes, and we'll show you what we want to show you when the time comes.
Mhm.
But we're kind of excited about it. We hope you are too. It'll be fun.
Yes, it's something new.
Yeah, it's something new, and we don't know if we'll be able to do it every year, but it'll be fun. I hope you like that.
Mhm.
But sorry if it's a little. I think it's a little short, isn't it? Yeah, we're a little short and sweet this week. I'm sorry if I'm a little subdued. I can't talk. So we wish you all a very wonderful week full of knitting, crocheting, whatever it is that makes you happy to do, that you enjoy whatever's in your mug. And yeah, we look forward to seeing all your toys and hearing from you. God bless. Have a wonderful week. This is Pen, Hook, and Needles, episode 128, and that's a wrap.